Hello, I'm Phil Aegis and welcome to Racing Post Sports look at the key betting markets for the Oscars. The 91st Academy Awards take place at the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood this Sunday, so let's see if we can find you some great bets for this year's most marvellous movies. Okay, first up is Best Picture, and let's just run you through Paddy Power's prices for that category. Roma is the hot favourite at 1 to 4. Green Book, second favourite at 4 to 1. The favourite is third favourite at 14 to 1. That's a little bit confusing. Black Klansman, 25 to 1. Black Panther, also 25 to 1, Bohemian Rhapsody, 33 to 1, A Star is Born, 50 to 1, and The Outsider is Vice at 100 to 1. So let's look at Roma, the hot favourite, and I don't aim to be controversial, but it's the film I like least of the 8 Best Picture nominees. Some people clearly like it, but I found it borderline unwatchable. It won the BAFTA, but for the last 4 years, the BAFTA Best Picture Award and the Oscar Best Picture Award have gone to different films. So let's look at the opposition. Green Book is the second favourite, vastly more enjoyable for me than Roma, although as I say, so is every other film I've seen in the last 12 months. Green Book is a really enjoyable old school road trip movie set in the early 60s. Mahershala Ali plays jazz pianist Don Shirley. Viggo Mortensen is his unlikely driver and bodyguard Tony Lip. The favourite is rather confusingly the third favourite in the betting, but if the British film didn't win its own award at the BAFTAs, it can't really have the strongest chance over in Hollywood at the Oscars. Black Klansman was a welcome nomination for director Spike Lee, and it's a highly enjoyable film, but I think it might just lack the gravitas needed to take off the top award at the Oscars. It's good to see Black Panther nominated, but if you're going to have a Marvel film in the list, then surely Avengers Infinity War would have been the one for me, which has the whole universe in there, including the brilliant Guardians of the Galaxy cast. As for Bohemian Rhapsody, the Killjoys will find hundreds of historic inaccuracies in that one, but it's such a great, enjoyable cinema experience and the performances are tremendous. A Star is Born's star has faded rather since the early running for this year's Oscars, but again it's another enjoyable film, and albeit for a story that we've seen several times before. And the outsider of the group is Vice, which it seems to be just trying a bit too hard in the production. It's even got like a fake ending halfway through, which just seems to be wanting to win an Oscar more than being worthy of winning one. So the subtitled black and white Roma is not for me, and my tip for the best picture at the Oscars this week is Green Book. Next up is Best Director, so let's look at the prices. Alfonso Cuarón for Roma is the hot favourite at 1 to 20. Spike Lee for Black Klansman is 9 to 1. Adam McKay for Vice, 40 to 1. Yorgos Lanthimos for the favourite is 40 to 1. And Pavel Pawlikowski for Cold War is 50 to 1. Cuarón's the hot favourite for this category, but at 1 to 20 is not really a price you can back. If you're going to have any betting interest in this, just throw a fiver on the outsider of the lot. Pavel Pawlikowski, another subtitled foreign language film, Cold War, which is 50 to 1. And it could just be worth an interest. Okay, so let's look at the prices for Best Actor. Another hot favourite in this one with Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody at 1 to 5. Christian Bale for Vice is 100 to 30. Bradley Cooper for A Star is Born is 20 to 1. Viggo Mortensen for Green Book at 33s. Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate is 66 to 1. This one looks like to go to Rami Malek for his excellent portrayal of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Mannerisms in the show scenes are spot on, and the stage act was perfect. Some of the others I don't think really cut the mustard. Christian Bale for Dick Cheney, it's not his best work. Viggo Mortensen is not really the lead in Green Book. Willem Dafoe's interesting, but it's very much an outsider, and I think Malek's got this one in the bag. So here are the prices for Best Actress. Another hot favourite, Glenn Close for The Wife at 1 to 6. Olivia Colman in The Favourite is 4 to 1. Lady Gaga in The Star is Born is 14 to 1. Yalitza Aparicio, who's Cleo in Roma, is 50 to 1. And Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me is 66 to 1. Glenn Close, it looks another short price favourite to take on here. She's had more nominations without winning than any other actor, so if she wins it's going to be more like a participation award than a merited one. Olivia Colman will have her supporters and is the only serious market rival to Glenn Close at 4 to 1, but it really seems it's only her royal status as the Queen that's made her the lead in The Favourite, because Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz are almost like joint leads in The Favourite with her, so I'm not really sure that's a leading role. The one I back in this category is Lady Gaga, who was brilliant in A Star is Born. Anyone who doubted her acting ability will have been silenced when she convincingly gave the impression that she'd never been on the inside of a private jet before, and that's the one I'd be backing at 14 to 1. So let's look at the prices for Best Supporting Actor. Another long odds-on shot here with Mahershala Ali for Green Book at 1 to 18. Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me is 9 to 1. Sam Elliott from A Star is Born is 14 to 1. Adam Driver from Black Klansman 33 to 1. And Sam Rockwell from Vice 40 to 1. This is one category where I won't be opposing the hot favourite, because Mahershala Ali looks like he was put in this category to win it rather than the leading actor role, and he's got a great chance of doing so. The two biggest threats to Ali in this category are Adam Driver from BlacKkKlansman and Richard E. Grant, who was superb reprising the spirit of With Nail and I as Jack Hawk in Can You Ever Forgive Me, but this looks like it's Ali's category to win. Let's look at Best Supporting Actress now, and Regina King is 4-11 for her performance in If Beale Street Could Talk. Amy Adams from Vice is 3-1. Rachel Weisz from The Favourite 7-1. Emma Stone also from The Favourite 16-1. And Marina de Tavira from Roma 25-1. Regina King looks a likely winning favourite here. If Beale Street Could Talk only opens this week in the UK, but it's got great support from all the American movie websites, and I think it sounds like it's going to be a winner. Amy Adams didn't have the biggest role in Vice, so I was quite surprised she was nominated, and the favourite vote could be split between Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone, even though they were both excellent performances. Marina de Tavira from Roma might be an outsider to watch at 25-1, but I think the favourite's got this one. Little bonus tip for you on the Oscars, and the best documentary category, Free Solo, is 4-6, and it's absolutely brilliant. I'll be amazed if it doesn't win. It's about free climber Alex Honnold taking on the huge 3,000-foot El Capitan wall in Yosemite National Park without ropes, and it takes into his relationship with his girlfriend, and you've even got the film crew talking about how they're worried he's going to die in front of their eyes. It's an amazing experience, and if you didn't see it in the cinema, then it's going to be on TV on National Geographic Channel in a couple of weeks' time, and I advise everyone to watch it. Free Solo, Best Documentary. Okay, so my three best bets for the Oscars are Green Book to win Best Picture at 4-1, Lady Gaga at 14-1 for Best Actress, and Free Solo Best Documentary at 4-6. Thanks for watching. There'll be a full Academy Awards betting preview in Thursday's Racing Post, available online from 8 o'clock on Wednesday night.